Welcome everyone to another episode of Nerdstrodamus. I'm Dr. Pants.
I'm Lambo.
Lambo, I think you have some steam to blow off.
Yeah, we all have some steam to blow off. Actually, we've been blowing off steam for a while, and we haven't been treating it with the respect that it needs.
That's crap. We use Steam all the time.
It's become more an important part of our gaming ecosystem.
I never would have imagined myself to play PC this much.
Like it's almost one of our main modes.
Yeah.
Of playing
well,
games.
that's the only way we play games together. We have stopped playing Xbox and PlayStation together.
Yeah, we occasionally jump on Switch together and stuff.
Yeah, but that's rare. But in all honesty, Steam is our main way to play games together, and it's crazy. But they did a bunch of announcements.
No, Battletoads. That's rare. Anyway, Steam announced a couple of big things this week, and obviously, the Steam Deck came out a few years ago, and it hasn't changed the gaming landscape, but it has shifted a lot of things. Now, if you take a look on the concurrent OSs that people are playing games on Steam, Linux has jumped up immensely.
Oh yeah,
especially due to a lot of the compatibility changes that have happened. It's now a really viable platform on which to play some games.
Right. Okay.
And so it's changing the conversation, and it's making things just shift ever so slightly in their direction. And I think right now making these announcements, kind of a baller move. So I just don't think they're gonna be game changing. Well,
so you got to clue me in, because in all honesty, I don't know what they announced much.
Yeah.
It was posted in our chat. I wasn't really paying attention because honestly, as long as I have a PC to play these things, it's all I really care about. Now, I do know they announced a new controller.
Right.
Which there was an old Steam controller, and it had, instead of a D-pad and sticks, it had weird touchpad things.
Yeah, it kind of worked.
Yeah, this new one, it looks like it has sticks, but it also has the touchpads like the Steam Deck does.
Right.
Which you've talked about. You said they work really well, especially for games where you have to use a mouse or something.
More intuitively than you're thinking.
No. I kind of expect it to be pretty intuitive. What else did they announce though?
Okay, so they announced a Steam machine. So you bought the Steam Link many years ago, right?
Yes.
You had one?
It's in my house.
Yeah. Around that time they originally released the Steam Link, they also released an original Steam machine. And it was kind of like a cheap, little small mini PC that played Steam stuff.
Okay. So it was a console for Steam.
Yeah.
Listen, what I'm saying is when you turned it on,
right.
Steam.
It was mainly something you
So it was a console.
Kind of.
It was a Steam console.
Right. But about as console as you could make a PC, I think.
Okay.
At the time.
Okay.
And now they're doing it again, and the intent, of course, is that this one is loaded with Steam OS. We'll boot up into either the big box mode if you want to treat it like a controller-based console, or and the new controller, as because you saw the controller, is basically like a Steam Deck but no screen, and it's you got the thumb pads and stuff like that, so things can work. So if you were to want to play a lot of games, you would have a lot of compatibility there, and things would just work.
Okay. So
yeah.
So
now they did say it has a discrete GPU, and it's going to be able to play the majority of Steam games at 4K 60 at medium settings.
Okay.
Which means it's a decently powerful machine. I think it's around the power of I think your PC specifically. It's probably something close to that.
Okay.
And maybe a step below Dad's.
Okay.
And maybe 1 or 2 steps below the one I have, or
Oh,
so it'll work. I think the interesting thing will be the price point when they finally announce one, because the thing they didn't announce was any prices, of course, this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just want to point something out.
Right.
I just want to point something out because I think this is really funny. Consoles, specifically the Xboxes and the PlayStations, for years have been kind of getting closer and closer to just being basically what a gaming PC is and how they work.
That is true. It's I think even Microsoft has expressed they just want to almost build a little PC thing for everybody to.
Right, but that's kind of where these things have been going for years, because they've stopped kind of using their own proprietary stuff and focusing on using more PC-like components.
Right.
But now, Steam, the PC version, is kind of going in the opposite direction and going more.
They want to meet in the middle.
They're going to meet in the middle, and we're just going to blur the line. Yeah. And the only true console will be the Switch, because it's the only thing that's definitely not a gaming PC.
Right.
It's just funny to think about. Also, it's kind of backwards to how PlayStation handled their stuff with, they released the home system,
right,
and then they released the Portal, which was the portable system, whereas Steam said, we're going to release the portable system, and then we'll release the home one.
Well, and it's kind of interesting because I think they want to just bridge that gap to make it easier for people to play like PC games. Because it's expensive to get into it, and if they release this thing around $500 or $600, you know, it's going to be a really cool competitive box for people to get that has an install base of like, I mean, think about the number of games that would be playable on.
Oh, I know.
It's stupid.
My only thing, and this is still a sticking point. I know we've talked about this at length because it is on the way out, and we are seeing that with the way things are being handled.
Right.
But there are going to be like. It is 100% a machine that has no physical media whatsoever.
No, probably not.
And I know like it's on the way out.
Right.
But there are people who like, I want the physical media if I can get it.
Yeah, they're all our age though.
For the most part, yes.
Yeah.
Which is like why Nintendo had there's an issue with like the game key cards and things like that. But a Steam machine would literally be just digital content.
Right. Now, like kids today don't really know games without like just being a digital thing.
This is true.
And like I don't think younger people care that much. So it's fascinating to me how things are rolling in that way. Like they don't care at all about owning their stuff.
No.
Because they never did.
Well, that's because they haven't suffered the way we have at times where we have lost access to something.
Yeah. And it's happened more than once.
It's happened quite a few times to us, and like we're aware that this is a possibility, which is why like if I can get physical media, I want it.
Now, what's cool, I mean, me personally, when I look at my Steam account, I mean, my Steam account goes back to 2010, I think.
Probably.
I think around the time I graduated from grad school, and I got the orange box.
Yep, and it's still there.
And I don't think a single game I've ever bought I've lost access to.
Now
there's been one or two games that have like dropped in compatibility.
Yeah, but
they actually, weirdly enough, released a new version and gave me access to it since then.
Oh, okay.
The game Blood, for example, the old like Doom style first person shooter.
Yeah.
I bought it years and years and years ago. And then when like a newer version came out, they gave me access to the new one.
Okay.
Which is cool because the old one like just doesn't work anymore.
I will say, like that, while that is nice, and while there is precedent to say Steam is going to be, Valve is going to be good about all this, we don't know what the future holds or what could happen. And someday your Steam library could technically disappear and you don't have access to it anymore.
Yeah. Now, part of me, do you remember last week I kind of suggested that maybe like Half-Life 3 might come out?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if Half-Life 3 is going to be a launch title for it.
That would be hilarious.
Like, you know what I mean? But like, come on, like you put Half-Life 3 out and it's like, and then like we built a machine just to play it perfectly. That'd be
hilarious.
And but the other thing they announced, which was maybe even cooler, was the Steam Frame.
Is it a VR headset?
It's a VR headset.
Oh, okay.
But it runs on Snapdragon 8. So like it's the same platform that a lot of kind of like upper level phones run on nowadays. Okay. And interestingly enough, our like little Odin boys that we have, like little Ein Odins, they run Snapdragon 8.
Oh.
And so there's a lot of people now kind of like sitting there thinking, because when SteamOS came out, they made a bunch of forks that people like have had, like Homebrew OS and Bazite. They're like literally versions of SteamOS that you can just download onto your computer. Okay. And whatever. And so like now they're thinking that we might be able to take the OS from the
Steam
headset
frame
and put it on like
an Android device. Oh.
You know what I mean? So we would get like Steam like processing power and stuff like that on a
That's crazy.
Android device. So which might turn a lot of our Android devices into like little mini Steam Decks.
Which would be really cool.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
So inside the homebrew community, everybody's all like kind of losing their mind right now, like excited about that prospect.
That is very, very cool. And if something like that happened, that would be really interesting.
So I'm going to throw it out there, and this is my like suggestion to you because I know you said you didn't look too much at any of the announcements. The cool thing that Valve seems to be doing with Steam is that they are innovating a lot. Okay. Putting the innovations out there, and then the world's sort of growing around them. Yeah, the Steam Deck came out, and then suddenly, like you have, your Legion Goes and all those, and the ROG Allies. Yeah, and now they're becoming popular, and now people want them. Yeah, and they kind of like were the first people to put like an affordable and playable,
like handheld PC out
that works.
Right now, they are of course one of the last people to put out a VR headset.
No, they've had them before. This one looks to be rather
Has
robust.
Valve actually put out their own?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So it's
Which one?
I forget what it was called, but they had one for a little while there.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that. I can't remember all of them that have come out.
No, it's because there's so many dumb ones.
Yeah.
Remember the Vive? Remember the Vive?
That's the one I was trying to think of. The Vive. Yeah.
But the other cool thing about this one is that it connects wirelessly to your PC.
Oh, that's
nice. They have a dongle.
I'm sorry, I'm 5.
So you can use all the PC processing power to run it. So you don't even need it will be wireless, which is cool.
Great. That's great.
The other cool thing about it then is that it'll actually like I said, it actually has its own processing, so you can download stuff right to it.
Okay.
So there's a lot of cool possibilities. They haven't shown much else beyond that, and they haven't shown us any prices.
That's the thing that gets me is prices.
Now here's the Steam Deck released so inexpensively. It was $400,
which is
the cheapest one,
which is pretty good.
If they can hit anywhere around there, around 5-ish, for any of these devices, that's pretty cool.
I mean, that's in my mind. I hear $500, and I'm like,
no.
That's a lot of money.
But that's as much as a PlayStation is.
It is. And if you think about it, in terms, if you're buying a console or a video game machine, and for people who are like, oh, I can't play PC games because I don't have a PC that can run it, this might be an affordable way for them to do it.
Right.
Because gaming PCs are expensive unless you build it yourself.
But consoles are expensive now too.
Consoles are expensive.
The most expensive Xbox is over $800 right now.
Well, that's Xbox.
Yeah.
And
the most expensive PlayStations are getting close to $800.
This is true.
So
but a lot of
a $500 box that runs games in perpetuity backwards.
Yeah.
Like literally tens of thousands of games.
And people are going to find all kinds of hacks for it and whatnot to do all kinds of crazy stuff.
That's another exciting thing.
That is very exciting.
Oh, and it has an SD card slot on the thing.
I was going to ask, do we know how much onboard memory it's going to have?
They said there's 2 configurations, like a 512 and a 2 terabyte. Something like that.
Okay, because I was going to say, one of the big things is right now is being
a PC gamer, it is so annoying.
Oh my God.
I have 4 hard drives in my. You saw it.
Yeah, I know.
When I installed something, you were like, what was that?
Yeah, I know.
4 things to pick from. It's not cool. I don't know what game is installed on what drive in my computer.
It's insane though. It's insane how big these games are.
Yeah. Oh, and that's not going to change.
No.
But the idea that you can store things on flash memory inside there and then just swap out cards.
It's kind of
that
nice.
might be cool.
Yeah, that might be really nice.
And then that way you could literally take your whole. I mean, and this goes back to the GameCube era. You take your whole thing.
Yeah.
Throw it in your bag, go to your friend's house, and we could have a LAN party with just a bunch of these Steam machines.
We could.
For way less money than it is to drag our big guys around.
It's true.
And someone, D-Brand already released a companion cube skin for the outside.
I saw that, which that makes sense.
Yeah.
Except, you know what kills me?
Huh.
Side note on all this. I have a Portal mural on my wall in my classroom. Mm-hmm. The kids don't know what it is anymore.
No, they forget.
They're forgotten. They're like, okay, who's Cave Johnson and what's with these cubes with the hearts in them? Or this stick figure in the blue and orange line. I'm like, oh, it kills me a little. But,
yeah.
Anyway, tell us your thoughts. Are you a PC gamer, or is this potentially going to get you into a PC gaming idea? Or, are you a PC gamer and this is going to, be a thing for you? Let us know what you think of all the announcements in the comments below.
It's extremely exciting to see just, the things happen. Because, like I said, I don't think it's going to change the gaming landscape.
No.
But they have been lately doing things that keep pushing gaming in a cooler direction.
Right. Because whether...
And it's a more customer, forward direction in every way.
The Steam Link didn't change anything, really. But the idea of the Steam Link app is great, and I do use it. I like it a lot. You can get it on Google TVs now.
Yeah, and Moonlight uses the same exact thing, and it's a similar dealio though.
But let us know everything in the comments below. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff.
I think next week we should definitely talk about our top Nintendo games. So show up for that.
Yes, absolutely. But for Nerdstrodamus, I'm Dr. Pants.
I'm Lambo.
We'll catch you some other time.